Welcome into the Week 11 Final Points. I'm Tom Brolley, and of course, I'm joined by John Hansen and Graham Barfield. How's everybody doing here today?
Oh, I'm doing great, especially since you picked up that welcome introduction. So it's even less work for me.
Crushed it. A little less work on you.
Crushed it.
So how are we feeling about today's slate, guys?
Well, I just worked 16 hours yesterday studying on the matchup, so yeah, I feel pretty good. Damn
not
good.
A lot of fun ones here today. There's quite a few big spreads. The 1 o'clock game is, not very interesting. The Steelers Cleveland game is kind of the marquee one. Of course, we lost Deshaun Watson earlier this week, so that point spread in total has dropped down a little bit. But yeah, this is you guys just want to jump into the questions here, or? Yeah, let's do it here. Magic Mark is going to kick us off here. Gurus, thank you. Standard scoring with bonus. Brock Purdy versus Kyler. I'm with Brock. I'm riding with Brock.
Yeah, I've got a similar decision with Purdy or Dobbs, and I'm going Purdy there. Yeah, I think we go Purdy. It McCaffrey could always kind of bogart everything, but it is a much better matchup here overall.
Yeah, I think I'm on Kyler. Just the rushing upside is too good for him. He looked fully back last week. In terms of upside, I think he clearly has more upside. So this is like one of those things where it's like, if you're heavy favorite, Brock's great floor play, but Kyler to me has the upside.
Yeah, I'd lean towards Purdy there, but OG Bobby says, good morning. PPR flex spot. I need one out of Devin Singletary, Chris Godwin, and Jordan Addison. Please help.
OG Bobby, this is a huge thank you. $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. I think this might be our first one of the year here, boys.
Whoa! There we go.
I don't even know what that means.
Super chat action.
But there's money involved, so I like it.
So we better give him some good advice here. I'm going Singletary. After Pierce is out again here, we're gonna ride that. His rushing yards, rushing attempts total is like 17.5 for prop wise. So I'm sticking with Singletary here.
Yeah, Singletary to me too. He's just such a strong floor play. Touchdown upside's great too in this spot.
Mm-hmm. I think we go as a good litmus test. If Devin Singletary craps to bed, that's it. That's it. We're never falling for him again because he really does.
It's a good match. Everybody goes off against the Cardinals. So back-to-back games here. The job is his moving forward.
Yeah, he looked good.
Cardinal 1B, morning, guys. PPR needs one out of Darrell Henderson, Gabe Davis, Darnell Mooney, and Jerick McKinnon. So
you got to go with Darrell Henderson there.
I agree. I think he's the only one really in play. Gabe was so bad against the Jets, so bad.
Yeah. That's we're probably gonna get some Gabe Davis questions. Not this week. Not this week. Not against the Jets.
No.
Sports 1-2-3. Christian Watson, Henderson, or Dobbs in a PPR. I'm probably going
Henderson here too. Yeah.
Maybe Watson if you really felt like you needed a big upside. I know he
theoretically he always has
I kind of think Henderson has more upside, honestly. Sad as that
Christian Watson is such a I've drafted him so much in the 4th round this year. I'm just taking the L on it. I'm just moving on.
Yeah. I did not take him once, luckily.
Yeah. I took him best ball everywhere. I had a bunch of him. One of the biggest.
Look, he was priced fairly based on.
That's why I draft him a lot.
Yeah.
Love has been disappointing, and just these injuries keep setting him back, and he never gets into a rhythm. Ronald Grump, good morning, guys. Pick 2: Achane, Brees, Connor, and Najee. I'm Achane for sure.
I kind of give up on Brees.
I'm playing
Connor or Brees.
And between Connor and Brees, Najee's the low man here in that game that has 33 point total here.
I think for what it's worth, I think any Achane or question is just Achane this week. Really, there's just 3 running backs I'd play ahead of him. I still like Brees. Just give me the talent. He could still rip a long run.
We do have Brees higher.
Yeah, we have him a little bit higher. I see Connor at 13.7 and Brees a full point ahead of him. So
One thing about Connor is like his passing role has been so up and down.
That's
He
what's
plays
surprising to me.
he plays a lot. Like he'll run a lot of routes. It's just the dump offs are there, and especially with Kyler back, like Kyler will run. So
maybe it was just a one game because he did get dump offs last year with Kyler.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just a one game. But yeah, that was probably one of the more disappointing things with Connor last week and this season. That just no receiving production so far.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook did look good last week, by the way. Just hope that Nate Hackett doesn't.
We got to get Izzy involved.
Dalvin,
Izzy's going to be involved.
Somebody wrote a song about the morning show. You guys may have known called "Screw You, Guru."
Yes,
and it was all these references, and one of them was to like bad calls, and one of them was 2018 Len Fournette. And I just happened to go back and look, and I'm like, oh, look, who's the OC? Nate Hackett.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yep.
That's a stat that's floating around this week that 14 of the last 17 games he's coached, they scored one or fewer touchdowns.
Oh, my God. Well, once again,
ridiculous.
Unless he's coaching one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, then Nate Hackett sucks. I mean, we know that.
He owes a lot to Aaron Rodgers for his career. Bianca says, good morning. Full point PPR needs two out of Ridley, Najee, Cortland Sutton, or Christian Watson.
Tight.
I mean, Sutton
Najee's in there for me for sure.
Yeah, Najee's one of those spots. It's between, do we trust the Sutton touchdown luck to continue, or is it Ridley who's all or nothing?
Well, that would be you'd have to look and determine your expectations. Sutton would be a nice safe play. If you felt like I need a home run, 15-plus point guy, that would be Ridley. I mean, it could happen this week with Ridley. What do you guys think of Ridley?
It's a great spot. I mean, it's a really, really good spot. Titans obviously we've been targeting.
Feels like we've been saying that every week with Ridley too.
Yeah. The thing with Ridley is he's playing in this X receiver role. They don't motion him at all, like no motion. It's bizarre. Yeah. They don't try to get him, in the slot or moved around at all. He's just taking
jammed.
Yeah,
what is the deal with Zay Jones? I guess we just wait till the inactives come down.
That is true. I really haven't heard anything about him over the weekend. Usually,
I'd be stunned if he played, given everything that's going on with him.
Well, they did just sign Parker Washington.
Yeah, they brought him up. Jamal Agnew's hurt too. That could be an
out.
Agnew thing. So
yeah.
There's, I guess
they are thin as hell.
So anyway,
Tim Jones, baby,
or Sutton here. I feel like we danced around it here. I'm going Ridley. It's very close, but
yeah, I'll break the tie and say Ridley too. I mean, if he can't get there on this spot, come on,
the Confederacy of Dunces morning half PPR needs one running back, one receiver, and a flex.
Isn't that redundant? No, sorry.
We got Cook, David Montgomery, Kenneth Walker, Puka Nacua, and Devonta Smith.
If it's not redundant, John, it's at least ironic.
Yeah.
So you need basically three of these.
I like Skinny B.
Skinny B, baby.
Yeah. Skinny B. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Goddard's out.
This is way too many guys, though. Hold on.
Yeah, Montgomery at running back.
Yeah, I'm going Brad Montgomery. I know the matchup's a little tougher, but
I'm going Skinny B over
Puka. The Bears today. That's like mark it down.
Yeah,
Skinny B or Puka.
I'm going Puka.
I know.
But I think I might be going Devonta.
Yeah, I think I'd play Devonta. I'd play Devonta over David Montgomery or Ken Walker in flex. I think.
Okay.
Charbonnet's roll's coming up.
I mean, James Cook. I mean, he'll get his empty yards with nothing else.
He is so good. James Cook is so good. Just give him the freaking ball.
We'll see if anything changes today with the coordinator change. Lindsay says, "Good morning. I have a cluster of just okay guys. I need to choose from here. I had Burrow on Thursday, so she's playing from behind here.
Oh boy,
Burrow playing on Thursday. Yeah, she needs some upside. Full PPR. Dobbs or Ty Chandler. Oh no.
I mean, he's got to go Dobbs and hope he gets like 2 tutties.
Yep.
He is Mr. Red Zone.
I think I'd play Chandler. If you want upside, I mean, he has like a couple touchdown upside in this spot.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's as good as matchup as you get. It was 30 to 18 through the first 3 quarters snap wise last week. Madison,
Madison's barely practiced all week.
Schefter is saying Madison's good to go.
Well, I'm with Tom.
It was 30 to 18 the snaps though last week when they were both healthy.
Right. Yeah, so, I'm with Tom that I think Chandler starts, and then there's a chance that they just like bench Madison if Chandler gets hot. So.
Okay. Hey, you guys can overrule me on that one. I'm not.
It's
Look,
close. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Dobbs. That's as good as it gets against the Chargers. He has the touchdown upside. But I think I'm going Chandler there.
Yeah. I mean,
I took the
Dobbs
time
is-
to do a Ty Chandler video in freaking June. So I mean,
That's
he's digging
why-
deep there.
He's
That's
another
why we
guy
love
I
you,
drafted
John.
a bunch of in best ball. So
Yeah,
I need a late surge here from Chandler. That would be nice.
Same.
Strobel family says 1 point PPR in America. Cortland Sutton or Jordan Addison. Love
You
the
guys
final point show.
Do you guys think they'll travel Sertan?
Sertan.
I don't think with Jefferson out. I don't
Probably
know.
not.
I don't know if they see Addison as a guy that they need to show.
I think that's the case, and they move Addison enough.
Yeah.
To me, this is Addison.
Yeah,
Dobbs is playing well enough. Addison's really freaking good, man.
Yeah,
This game could be really good too, honestly.
yeah,
Hope
it could.
so. It's actually a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh god, Denver and Minnesota on Sunday night. Now all of a sudden, it has some of the most juice in this week's slate here.
Anybody want to take a guess at who leads the NFL in touchdown percentage? Anybody?
Off of targets or
No, quarterback touchdown percentage.
Oh, it's got to be Russ. I mean,
yeah.
they don't run any touchdowns in. Poor Javonte. Like they literally, I think they have one rushing touchdown this season.
7%. Crazy for Russ.
It's
this year.
ridiculous.
Yeah, well, we kind of knew that was coming all year. I did. I mean, I felt it all year. Like he's embarrassed. Peyton, it's gonna be better.
That touchdown to Sutton last week, that was literally ridiculous. That corner throw. Oh my
That
gosh.
was.
I have no idea how they completed that. Sam says bad start on Thursday. Mark Andrews in the lineup. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
I think Trey McBride is a must start in my flex. I probably agree with that, which means I have to bench Devonta Smith, Christian Kirk, or Ayuk. Are you benching any of these wide receivers for McBride? I mean, I feel like I got to play McBride right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ayuk is so. I'm disappointed a little bit here. I mean, I was really
They're
freaking high
really
on him.
spreading it around every week.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is what we always say with them is they just Debo's too good, Kittle's too good, McCaffrey's too good.
Yep.
To me, it's between Kirk and McBride in PPR, and I think I'd play McBride.
Yeah, I think I'm going McBride.
It's close though.
Kirk's been so solid this year, man. But,
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go McBride over Kirk.
I mean, it's crazy, Tom. Based on the props, they have like basically the same line.
Oh no, I mean, all these guys are
a week.
You know, Devonta's at like 57.5, Kirk's like 58.5, Ayuk's like 66, McBride's like 55, but all the money's going towards the over. So
who is a safer 10 points, Kirk or Ayuk?
Kirk.
Yeah, it's Kirk. So I just thrown that
but
out
Ayuk
there.
has that, he has that potential to score 2 touchdowns in 120 if it's his week in that offense.
Yeah.
Kevin says, good morning. 1 point in a defense. Oh, defense questions. My options are Sutton, Kincaid, and Pacheco.
Ooh.
Pacheco's got that matchup against the
I go Kincaid. He's been so strong in PPR, man. 6-7 catches for sure.
I mean,
tight end, funnel defense.
It's kind of their only hope this week.
Yeah, I agree. And the Niners or Lions.
Yeah, I can't take the 49ers. I mean, they're massive
they're
favorites in that game.
Huge fan. Mayfield's playing well, but yeah, Niners could absolutely get there.
Lions just they don't really do it for fantasy. Like they don't really do anything lately, right?
I hope so. Well, we got Graham and I. We have Detroit lined up here for the playoffs. They have some really good matchups coming.
I have them in a lineup or two as well. I actually traded in that dynasty league, that Superflex for. I traded the Browns D. Somebody offered me Gus Edwards before, and I had McCaffrey. I had Jonathan Taylor and Ramondre off. I'm like, yeah, sure. What the hell?
Yeah, why not? And then Gus goes for 9 touchdowns in the last like 4 or 5 weeks.
So I'm rolling with the Jets this week or the Lions.
Yeah, we got the Lions in some spots here as well. So
you know who's got a really good slate is have you guys seen Miami real quick?
Miami, Houston. Houston's pretty strong. Chiefs are really strong too. Chiefs in the playoffs, especially.
Yeah.
Bianca's at back. Full point PPR bench. We're benching 2 of these. Swift, Javonte, Pacheco, James Cook, Keenan Allen, DK Metcalf. And then we have a quarterback question at the end.
Pacheco and Cook.
Fields.
Yeah,
I'd bench Pacheco and Cook there, Bianca.
I'm right there with you.
And then Herbert versus Fields to me is Herbert that I get you might want to go.
I gotta
Fields'
see Fields
upside.
one
Yeah.
game here. It's
Yeah.
been a long
Yeah.
layoff for him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised with all the money that's coming on the Bears this week.
I'd probably go her. I'd probably go Fields.
I'm kind of not, Tom. Honestly, I think they're a little underrated. I mean, their
Yeah,
defense
the
is pretty
defense
good.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the Lions have done against really, truly dangerous mobile quarterbacks lately? Unbelievable. I mean, Lamar crushed them.
Yeah.
Fields averaged like 130 yards rushing a game.
Yeah, Fields is a really strong DFS play today.
Yeah, his rushing yards prop was just like a little too high for me. It's
Same.
like 47, 48, I think it was. It opened just a little too high. I wanted to bet it, but we got, and then Steve, or we're jumping to Rolls Up Man. I can't pronounce that guy's name. Happy Turkey Day. 1 point PPR, sit 2. We got Brees Hall, Rashad White, Aaron Jones, Achane, and Singletary. Do you let anybody else have running backs in your league? Holy man. So we got to sit 2 of these. Oh.
Niners give up catches and running backs. I mean, Rashad will probably get 13 carries for 24 yards
and then
and
5
catch
catches
5 for
38.
39. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd play so we're basically just playing 2 of these. I'm not really sure, but sitting,
we're playing
I'm
3 and sitting 2.
Yeah.
I probably got to play Achane, Singletary, and then I probably play Aaron Jones over these other
Really?
Hall and White.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too. In PPR, Jones has gotten 6 targets.
That
5,
is
6
true.
Targets.
Yeah, they don't throw to Dylan. They like how Dylan is running, but they don't throw to him.
Yeah. That's I like that call.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. Let's see here. Where are we going? Steve says, Guru, need to start 4 out of these. We got B-Rob versus the Giants. Connor versus the Texans. White versus the 49ers. Singletary versus the Cardinals. Montgomery versus the Bears. And then Hollywood versus the Texans.
Well, Robinson with the great matchup.
Yep. Robinson.
Singletary with the massive role. Connor too. Like, I mean, I probably would sit Hollywood and I guess White.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably right. Or do you? I kind of like Rashad White a little more than James Conner.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that.
If it's PPR, he didn't specify, but if it is PPR, I think I'd lean that way too. But
yeah, we do have White over. Yeah. Okay.
Like White a little more than Conner. Carrie says need 2. This is a half PPR. Singletary, Rashad White, Darrell Henderson, and Ridley. Carrie says, I heard Barrett say he thinks Ridley will go off today. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a great spot for Ridley for sure, but I can't sit Singletary and Rashad White here.
Yeah, I'm playing the top 2 backs, the first 2 backs there.
Yep,
Steve says, Jaden Reed versus Marquise Brown in a half point PPR. This is Hollywood all day for me.
All day long. It's not a good Jaden Reed week.
Hollywood.
Alan Tree says, hello, needs 2 in a PPR. Jerome Ford, Achane, Dalton Schultz, and Kincaid. Playing Achane for sure.
Kincaid.
Yeah, I think I'd go Kincaid too. Ford just does not have much of a ceiling with Hunt getting all the red zone stuff there.
Yeah, a lot of he's like James Cook there. A lot of empty yards there with Jerome Ford. So we'll go Kincaid for that second spot next to Achane. Nick says, good morning, fam. Aaron Jones versus Saquon Barkley this week. Half point PPR. I'm probably going Aaron Jones because they might score points.
Yeah. I mean, Giants total is
poor
just
Giants.
Good Lord.
I hope I don't see that game at all today on my television. Poor
Probably
Tommy DeVito. Suspense says Kyler Murray versus Sam Howell. Sam Howell's been so good.
Yeah,
but
Kyler, baby.
Go Kyler. Yep.
Give me Kyler.
Yeah, I'm going Kyler.
We got points going to be scored in that Houston and Arizona game. Not so much in that New York and Washington game. So
Howell wasn't great against the Giants about a month. What, 6 weeks ago?
That was that 14-7 game.
He's grown since then, though. I know. I started.
They kind of changed their offense since then.
Right.
They've been getting the ball out of his quick, a lot quicker. He's only taken, I forget what it was. He's only taken a handful of sacks here the last 3 weeks since that game. They kind of changed their offense after that game.
We'll see if he can beat Patrick Mahomes in fantasy point scoring. It's going to be close. It's going to come right down to the wire.
Yeah, that's one.
Good morning.
I would have drafted a little more in best ball. Not enough Sam Howell here. Justin says PPR need one wide receiver and a flex out of Singletary, Jalen Warren, Nico Collins, Christian Watson. So Singletary for sure. And I probably got to go Nico.
Yeah.
We get any limitations with Nico? We've heard anything from the beats?
Nah, full practice.
Well, Noah Brown is likely out.
That's
Tom, hearing anything from a beat writer in 2023?
God forbid.
Yeah,
I'm going Nico. There's some
you're
upside there.
And by the way, Justin, why don't you want to play all three Texans? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, the end of this carton.
Yeah,
question.
Keep rolling these Texans, baby.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams that are actually scoring points on a weekly basis. So
Stroud's unbelievable.
Yep. Dan says 1 point PPR needs 2 out of Puka, Jordan Addison, and James Cook. I'm going the 2 receivers there.
Yep, for sure.
Initials JH. I wonder who this. PPR needs 2 running backs and a flex out of Singletary, Brian Robinson, Jerome Ford, Najee Harris, Rashee Rice, Jacoby Myers. So 2 running backs and a flex, Singletary and Brian Robinson for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think
I like Rice. I do like Rice
more than Najee this week.
I mean, Najee, it just, does he get a touchdown? That's it. He looks good getting the ball. But it's, Warren looks very, very good. No doubt about it. But, so it's just, does he score?
I'm with you, John. Let's go with Rice. Let's go for the upside. Maybe, that Eagles secondary has been giving up production all year.
I mean, Kaplan every week is just talking about how bad their corners are playing right now and how bad I know they've got Bradley Roby now, but he just every week now, the last 3 weeks, you just can't believe how bad they are in coverage.
Yeah. And it's a flip side thing too. They're so good against the run, you just keep throwing against them,
Yeah. And hopefully out of the bye here, let's fully unleash this rookie. I doubt it's going to happen, but a man can hope and pray for that.
Yeah.
So
and maybe a little cadaverous here.
Really? I mean, they've been. Didn't Andy say over the bye that they've been kind of watching his snaps? They've been because he's just like a walking injury. So
I know.
They have been kind
of
like
they need somebody else here to step up. And they need Rice to continue to ascend, and somebody else, whether it's McKinnon or freaking Kadarius. But this is brutal in KC all year.
Yeah, let's move on to Will Whitaker. Says, good morning. Full PPR needs 2 with upside since he lost Joe Burrow. James Cook or Jordan Addison? I think we're going Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
For the upside.
Yeah, PPR too. Cook's receiving role goes up and down too.
Yeah, it's been all over.
And Josh Allen's going to probably do about freaking 7 design quarterback runs today.
Yeah. I could see that. Rails Up Man says, if you're up for a second helping, Kyler Murray versus Howell. I think we just said Murray on that. I think we had that question a little bit earlier. I think we went Murray on that one. Magic Mark says, Gurus, PPR needs Stroud versus Purdy. Sticking with Stroud.
I told Adam Schefter last week to go Purdy over Stroud, and that was close call, man.
They both didn't disappoint.
No.
I'm going Stroud there, though.
Yeah, I can't. There's very few quarterbacks I'd take out of a lineup for Stroud today.
Yeah, he is running too, man. You see that his wheels look pretty good last week too, by the way. Like he runs. He's got it.
That was always the thing at Ohio State. He ran against Georgia in that playoff game, but it was like, why didn't he do this any other time of the year? But he certainly can move a little bit. Magic Mark also asks Garrett Wilson versus Gabe Davis. I don't think we need to
Garrett Wilson all day.
Too much time on that one. That's Bull says, good morning. Need 2 out of Christian Kirk, DK Metcalf, Garrett Wilson, or Puka Nacua.
Ooh. Well, Wilson to me with the elbow injury, you can just kind of eliminate him, especially since you have such great options. I'm playing Kirk and Nacua. I think that's where I'm at.
I'd either go probably Kirk or DK, or Kirk and Nacua.
Yeah, I think I'm going Kirk and Nacua. DK's been a little frustrated. That's a tight one. All 4 of those guys are right in the same.
For what it's worth, I mean, I think Lockett plays today, but like I have no idea on.
Yeah, that would be something to keep an eye on because I think
Yeah.
what Nakua will be in that. Well, they're the same game, so if Lockett would somehow be out, then Metcalf should slide in there. They've been doing that a lot this year with the Seattle. These guys are expected to play, but they want to work them out pregame.
One other problem too with DK is JSN too. That is
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not like been a full-blown emergence, but he's definitely more involved than he was in the first half of the season.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anil says, good morning. PPR need 2 players. We got a wide receiver and a flex. Garrett Wilson, Puka, Jalen Warren, Ty Chandler, and Khalil Herbert. I think it's the 2 receivers.
I mean, I think you go with the 2 receivers.
Like
those 2 receivers are getting 15 plus targets today for sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, Garrett Wilson. He's been pretty solid.
He's been pretty good,
he
man.
can't score a touchdown, but
think about how good he would have been with Rodgers. Oh my God.
I don't want to even think we
draft. We have him on that FFPC team. It would be
crushing.
I remember. I think I know it was me or you, all of us. I'm like, that's it, man. We ranked him aggressively. We had him at 9 overall.
Yep.
His ADP was 14.
Yeah, we had him over Adams, which was technically still a great call, but yeah.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah.
Chris says Kyler versus Russ. This is
Kyler.
I still trust Kyler more.
Oh, there's this little twist. All yards are combined, so no rushing up. Interesting twist, but Russ doesn't throw. It's all 25 attempts for you're banking on that touchdown production from there. White versus B-Rob and PPR.
I think you have to go White or B-Rob.
Yeah, I'm going B-Rob.
B-Rob too. B-Rob.
So what do we expect in that backfield? Is he going to take all the passing situations? Do we think
they only
Rodriguez
have
doesn't
Chris
do
Rodriguez. He has to.
Yeah, that's what I would think. It's going to be.
I mean, Rodriguez has been a healthy scrap. He's basically just not played for the last month.
So. Are they pulling out? I guess we'll find out right here at 11:30.
They have Derek
I was
Gore.
kind of interested. Derek, he's not even passing back either. So
no. B-Rob's getting 3 targets minimum.
Yep. All right, let's go. I lost my spot here. Okay, OG Bobby again with a super. Am I seeing this? Good morning. I need one for my flex spot. PPR. Chris Godwin, Jordan. Going Singletary.
Yeah, I think we had this one earlier.
Okay.
You said Singletary, yeah.
That was highlighted for me. So, okay, I see him. Adam Kelly, Kyler versus Hal. We got that one, Kyler. Justin says, need 2. PPR flex. Nico versus Garrett Wilson versus Rashee Rice. Nico and Garrett Wilson for me in that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Rice is not a guy that you proactively start over an established guy.
Yeah.
It's like if you need him, like, oh yeah, I'll go with Rice. I need him. But
he's like a upside wide receiver 3 right now. He's not quite in the neighborhood of Nico and Garrett Wilson just yet. That's Bull says, thanks for all you guys do. Half point PPR. Need 2 running backs and a flex out of Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, Javonte Williams, DK Metcalf, and Garrett Wilson.
I mean, I don't think we need to go to Breece Hall here. I mean, I really don't. Like, why would we go here?
Gibbs. Definitely playing Gibbs. Between Breece and Monty, I'm probably going Monty. I'm playing the 2 Detroit backs. And then for the flex, maybe we go Breece in the flex. We playing Breece over Garrett Wilson. I think Javante's is kind of the low man here.
Yeah, I know, but then again, he is.
I guess we also do have DK here as well. I missed him.
Yeah, to me, it's the Detroit backs, and
I probably actually, you know what? I think I just go Wilson, man.
Yeah,
I mean, he gets
real quick. Zay Jones is playing; he's active.
Okay,
there it is.
Yeah.
All right, Ridley. That's a good thing for Ridley. You think the opposite, but that actually he's going to play in the right position. Well,
I'm going to adjust the projections right now.
Yeah.
Any other big inactives?
I'm looking. Not much. Okay. Jerry Alexander's going to play for the Packers. Kind of was waiting on that one. Not much. Pretty clean injury slate, honestly. Thankfully.
Okay.
Nice.
Buddy says Rashee Rice or Gabe Davis. I'm going Rice all day there.
Rice, easy.
All day.
Yes. Also, buy the dip on Zay Flowers, fam.
No. Oh, Zay Flowers. I'm sorry.
Zay Flowers. Yeah, not
I'm
Zay
thinking
Jones.
Zay Jones.
Zay
Too many
Flowers.
damn Zays.
I guess. Is there a dip right now? I guess because
Well,
he
yeah.
hasn't been great, but Mark Andrews is going to be out. So
Had the
Yeah,
damn
we more
touchdown
targets.
taken off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
God.
Jeez,
That was
such a horrendous.
Ridiculous.
That
Absolutely
was a
horrible.
horrendous call. Nicole says, "Good morning. I need 2 out of H.N., Brian Robinson, and Rashad White."
H-N and B-Rob, baby.
Yeah, I'm
2 great
H.N.
running back plays
Robinson.
today. I mean, that's like you're sitting great with those 2.
Yeah, Omar says full point people versus Brandon Ayuk. This is tough. I think I got to go Ayuk, but we're at the point where Tank's it's got to be in consideration there. I think we actually do have Tank. Oh, we have Tank a 1/10 of a point higher than Brandon Ayuk.
That's absurd.
I still got to go Ayuk there. David Ortiz, Big Poppy in the house. I'm still on the fence. Full PPR. Devontae Adams, Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, and Thielen. He sat Adams last week, and it was it was almost a mistake. So
They're all. I mean, they all project very similarly. You're gonna have a hard time like being really wrong with one of these 3.
Yeah.
To me, it's Hollywood. I'd play Hollywood over these guys with Michael Wilson out today. That game could go off. Bryce Young scares the absolute shit out of me. I mean,
I think Thielen's probably the safe guy if you need like 5 or 6. But Hollywood has the most upside in this group, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Thielen probably will catch 7 balls though for 42.
They run a lot of man. He's gonna. But I think Hollywood is the home run play here if we're going for swinging for the fences. Nicole says I need 2. We just did that one. Pete says need 1 running back and 1 flex. David Montgomery, Rashad White, James Cook. I think Montgomery and
Montgomery for sure.
Yeah. I'm going Montgomery and Skinny Batman.
Okay. I'm going Montgomery White.
Yeah, I'd probably go Montgomery White too, but I mean it's close with Devonta Smith. I'm with you, John. It's such a good spot for Smith.
Yeah, I mean White's definitely going to be a safer bet for 11 points, but I think Devontae could get to upper teens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we haven't projected in the wide receiver cornerback matchup tool. If you're a member of the site, go check that out. I think we have L'Jarius Sneed potentially shadowing AJ Brown. So,
and he'd be on Watson, the second year guy who's been given up a little bit, and no Goddard too. Man, is big.
All right, okay, I'm going to read this off the screen because I don't see where this is. Drop 1. This is from OG Bobby again. Drop 1 of these guys for a kicker. So Madison, Khalil Herbert, Tajay Spears, or Keaton Mitchell. Who are we dropping from this list? You're hoarding all these running backs.
I mean, Spears is the immediate answer, but
yeah, maybe drop them and maybe can scoop them back up here later this week.
Yeah,
or, all 16 teams will be playing this week. So
he still needs Derrick Henry to be cleared pretty much out of the way, to have real value.
That's like a true handcuff here. I would drop Spears out of this group. We're sticking with Mitchell. He's got huge upside. Okay. Next question here. Where are we? Those super questions always knock me off my mark here. Okay. Afro Blue Skydog says, good morning. Half PPR. Tank Dell versus Najee. This is a Tank Dell.
Tank for sure.
Tyler says, need 2. Needs 2 Montgomery, Achane, Brees, and Diggs. So Monty, Achane, and Diggs for me. I'm sitting Brees out of that group.
Yeah. I'm not taking Diggs out of the lineup.
Yeah.
No, not after everything that's transpired the last week. He's getting fed this week. Even though it's a tougher matchup. Gabe Tippy says PPR in America. Need 2 running backs, a wide receiver, and a flex from this group. So we're setting a lineup here. Yes, a 12-teamer. Brees, Rashad White, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Terry McLaurin, and Brandon Ayuk. So
Swift is in for sure. Montgomery's in for sure.
Monty.
McLaurin has to be in.
Yeah, for sure at the receiver
Horns,
spot
he-
over
he
Ayuk. I'm good with
kills
that.
the Giants.
And then I'd play Rashad over Brees and Ayuk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Zach says, who was Proctor's secret running back? Scott said something about it yesterday in the Outside the Box show.
See, Zach, this is why you need to subscribe to fantasypoints.com and listen to the Sunday morning update, which is our only subscriber-only show. So,
okay, so it will remain a secret. Jump on, if you're a subscriber, you can listen to it and get that super secret running back. Robert says, Hackett is kryptonite to fantasy football. You are correct, Robert.
You are correct, sir.
Indira says, Kittle versus Schultz in a PPR.
ooh, interesting one.
Man.
Yeah, that's something's got to give bowl there. Like, will Kittle, who has a pretty good matchup on paper, and Debo and Ayuk actually do something? Has it ever happened?
Usually he's the odd man out, but he did come through last week. It was pretty thin again, 4 targets, but he erupted. I'm going Schultz. I know what to expect out of Schultz, and we do get Noah Brown out of the middle of the field. I think that's going to help.
Yeah.
Robert Woods is dusty.
Yeah.
They play a lot of too high, and Stroud loves to throw to Schultz against too high too. So I'd lean that way too, but it is really close.
It feels kind of gross taking Kittle out of the lineup, but yeah, we're going to go Schultz there.
Schultz is a red zone beast, man. He's savvy out there.
Yep. T Hood, PPR flex, Alexander Madison or Quentin Johnston. Thanks in advance and happy holidays. I guess Madison.
This is probably the first time all year I've said Madison over somebody else.
And it took Quentin Johnston to be in the question to do it.
Madison or Adam Kaplan this week, Graham?
Mr. C could go out there and get a couple.
Mr. C's he's turning the corner here in the second half of the year.
I mean, he's a vegetarian. He's lost all that weight. He's got Zuzu now.
True. He's got the goatee. Yeah.
That's a little extra there. And Dira says Puka versus Amari Cooper. We're going Puka all day.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ridley versus Amari. This is another one.
Ridley.
We're going Ridley.
Yeah.
Sorry about Amari, man. It's
brutal.
Yeah, DTR the rest of the way.
Brutal
steam. Aaron says PPR like desperate for a win. Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, and Ken Walker III. I'm going Jones and Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm there too. Walker's roles coming. I mean, it's still solid, but Charbonnet's playing more on passing downs.
Do you guys
Walker's
see?
on the field, he gets the ball, but
not for nothing. But sorry to cut you off there.
No,
you guys see Deuce Vaughn's inactive? Like Dowell was added to the injury report.
Yeah, they brought.
Who's up for them then?
No one. It's just Pollard and Dowell.
Okay. Well, Pollard's doing it this week. He's scoring 2 touchdowns.
There we go. Mark it down. This is the week. This is the week.
Tone Pollard.
Yeah.
Done. He's due.
He is the definition of due. He's been due for a month. He's been due for 2 months.
He was, which is
he's well past due here.
He was due.
He's been due. Yeah. Minch says Purdy versus Allen against the Jets. I gotta stick with Allen.
Yeah,
he's got to score a rushing touchdown.
I took that rushing over prop. It was like 23 yards. So I'm like, he's getting that.
See that one? I didn't even think to look at that one.
Oh,
23. That's pretty juicy. We have projected for 35.
Let me confirm that real quick and see if it's.
I saw 27.
My bad. 27.
Okay.
Yeah, 0.5.
Okay,
that's a big difference. I get it.
Yeah, all the money. There's 29 and a halfs out there in the market, so it's a lot of money towards the over, and there's some higher numbers out there. So yeah, it looks like a pretty good one. Josh Allen over his rushing yards. Go get it. 27 and a half. Clark says, glad to see Guru on my screen for the first time on a Sunday in over a year. Clark, we've been here all year, man.
Oh, what's up, Clark? That's a big fantasy zone guy. What's up, Clark?
Okay.
I'm here in my house. 3,000 miles away from where I've been on a Sunday. I'll get done this. I could do anything. It's great.
You just hang out in your underwear
whole afternoon's freed up.
Yep.
Oh, 100%. I could take a nap, but I won't.
Power nap. Yeah, these 1 o'clock games. I don't blame you. McSkeet, good morning.
Did we answer Clark's question though? By the way,
he didn't ask one, so I think he just wanted to hop in and say hello.
Shout out, Clark.
Thanks, Clark. Feel free to drop a question. We'll get to it at some point here. McSkeet says full point PPR sit 1 out of Deontay, Addison, or Ridley. I'm probably gonna sit
Deontay.
sadly.
Yep.
Deontay.
Yeah, Deontay. Yeah.
Deontay. Half PPR flex Ayuk versus Rashad. This has been a common one.
Well, it's half PPR.
Half PPR.
I'm going Rashad still, but
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
it's close.
man.
I have Rashad in a ton of leagues. He's been great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Rashad's been like money in the bank. Ayuk's been a little more up and down.
All right. Well, we do love Rashad. I mean, he's our guy. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ayuk's kind of been our guy too.
Did
But,
anyone rank Rashad higher than we did this year?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Brian says need 2 PPR: Romeo Dobbs, Gabe Davis, or Brandon Cooks.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Cooks is in.
Well,
Dobbs.
you guys were saying he was dust, and he's
Well,
not
he still
dust.
might be. That
Yeah.
defense for the Jets.
I don't know,
Giants
man.
last
He
week.
can still run.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe they finally figured out that like let's not just run them on like 9 routes the entire game. They've got them working on some crossers, a little, they
Well,
diversified
that
his
said,
route tree
though,
a little bit.
That said, though, good Dobbs, man.
Well, he needs 2, so I'm going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cooks
Gabe,
and Dobbs.
we're not
it
playing
ain't
Gabe.
happening for Gabe this week.
We're not playing Gabe.
We're sitting Gabe.
Oh, kind of a sneaky and active. Colton Miller's out. Raiders left tackle. So I mean, Dolphins defense again. We were talking Dolphins defense a minute ago, but
All right.
they're out.
Terrace
They're gonna-
Marshall is out, so he's probably dead.
I got a Dolphins -9.5 on Monday. I can't believe they opened that line at 9.5, 10. Unbelievable.
What on Monday morning? The earliest line I saw was like 10.5. You must have got on that.
Well,
really
yeah,
early.
it was Monday morning it was 9.5 at
Well
like
done.
FanDuel, and but it was 10 across the board on Monday mornings. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it.
Ooh,
It's pretty solid 14 the last night, 13.5, 14 points.
that spread should be what Dallas was last week.
Yeah. Pedro says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Need one wide receiver in a PPR: Curtis Samuel, Christian Watson, or Jerry Jeudy." Oh,
I'd probably go Judy.
I guess Jeudy.
Yeah,
Man,
Samuel's
talk
Samuel's
about
been
2
just-
disappointments, and Curtis Samuel. He's just a low floor kind of play. Like,
yeah, he's been dust since his toe injury too. So.
yeah. It's
Amari,
been tough. They've been
Demercado, inactive.
rotating in Pringle and Jamison Crowder a little bit here recently too.
Yeah.
Connor versus Thielen. William Wallace is asking, so we better get this right.
PPR?
Doesn't say.
We don't have that information. That would be.
I would go Connor
important.
anyway. Just for touchdown upside, because I mean, I'm really scared of Bryce Young and Panthers today.
Yeah, it could
Dallas
could bottom out against Dallas.
I think we'll get some garbage time production, though, late. I just have a feeling they do play a lot of man, right?
Yeah, that does work in his favor.
I like Bryce Young over the rushing yard prop. It was like 10 yards, man. Let's go. I mean,
Run a little bit.
don't you think that's a gimme?
Nothing's a gimme with Bryce Young, but
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I definitely lean towards him.
I think he's
more
hit it
rushing.
like every game, except maybe one or something. But
We're
anyways,
going to be bringing lots of pressure, so he should have a couple scrambles. Stacy says Goff versus Purdy.
Ooh, man, I get it.
yeah,
I get it, but I'm going Purdy.
Yeah, I'm going
Goff's
Purdy
been
there.
great, man. I love.
I do
Goff
like
this year.
Goff, man.
Yeah.
Like home against a team that doesn't
the
rush the
home. He's been
passer.
awesome at home. I'm probably
Yeah.
going Purdy, though.
That
Cooper?
is literally a dart throw.
Then Cooper, Sutton. You got to play Sutton here. I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks. I get it, but man,
Yeah, we'll go Sutton. Joe says, with great power comes great responsibility.
it's very true.
Yeah, there we go. Needs 3 half PPR. Achane, Gibbs, Montgomery, Saquon, Rashad. What a lineup he's got here. Achane, Gibbs for sure.
Mhm.
And then who are we picking out? Monty, Saquon, and Rashad. I think Monty for me.
Yeah, Monty's definitely the
He's
best
got a
touchdown chance.
He's scoring a touchdown today.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's 0.5 PPR.
0.5 PPR. Which
Yeah,
helps
Montgomery.
Monty a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Big Earn, our pal Big
Big
Earn. Good
Earn.
morning, fellas. Needs 2 out of 4. Tank Dell, Achane, Garrett Wilson, and Daryl Henderson. Achane for sure. And then Tank versus Garrett Wilson.
I'm good with Tank over Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I think I got to go
Yeah.
Tank.
I'll go tank.
Yep. Adam says standard scoring. Chuba Hubbard versus Rondale Moore. How about if
Jesus.
it's standard scoring?
Yeah. The only way you play Rondale today is in PPR, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the answer is usually don't play Rondale.
I know. You guys were laughing at him last week. He did okay.
Yeah.
That's the
I know I
bar for
recommended
now.
him one time. You guys laughed at me, but he was all right.
He's all right.
Look, I've
That's
never
a
been a
victory for him.
Rondale Moore person, but they're literally running. They have no bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. I mean, Michael Wilson's out again today, so he's definitely in play again. If you need him.
The Dortch Torch. He's back.
Dortch.
Dortch. AMF says PPR Ferguson versus Ingram.
I freaking hate Ingram. Just in
Ingram's-
general.
He's empty.
John,
He doesn't score touchdowns.
you and I have more end zone targets, or the same amount of end zone targets, I should say, as
Yeah.
Evan Ingram this year.
What the hell, man? You could have seen that coming a mile away. Not that we loved him or anything like that. I don't think we did at all, but it's so obvious.
Yeah.
You know. So let's go with
I'm
not
good with
Ingram.
chasing touchdowns with Ferguson. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing at this.
Yeah,
I'm chasing the
Absolutely. Chase
touchdowns with Ferguson.
touchdowns. Go for it.
Was he scored 3 games in a row now, hasn't he?
Think so, yeah.
It's
Three in a
been
row.
a nice run.
He
Tyler
cucked-
also has
he
a
cucked
don't think
Tony
anyone
Pollard
ranked-
last week. He'll cuck
I
him
don't think
again this
anyone
week.
ranked him much higher than we did. I don't think. But
Tyler has one here. Ferguson versus Conklin. I'm playing Ferguson. Conklin's been
Conklin is
decent.
sneaky.
I love
Conklin's
Conklin.
sneaky. Yeah,
It
Conklin's
is it
sneaky.
doesn't specify if this is a PPR. Or
I'm not. Yeah, Tyler, I'm not there yet, but sharp on you picking up Conklin because they have nothing else at their second receiver. Alan Lazard is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. No. I've been rolling with Conklin in a couple of leagues here. I'm starting him in an FFPC.
Oh
That-
yeah. And
Ooh,
that
nice.
format with
Very
the
nice.
tight end
Oh yeah.
premium.
I've got him. I'm in 2 FFPCs. I got Conklin in both actually. And
It's
I'm
been nice for you
and
the
I've
last
used it.
2 games. He
Oh,
catches
yeah.
everything too. All
Oh yeah, he's
14
caught like
targets.
all 14 targets the last
yeah,
like
it's
3 games.
from Zach Wilson, who literally can't complete a NFL pass. So
It's like
the fact
late
that
in the
he's caught
game,
every one of his targets.
every time there's like a empty calorie series that's going nowhere, but Conklin will catch like 3. It's always the end of the game. You notice that?
You know, third and 10, and it's the pass 3 yards short of the 6 to Tyler Conklin for 7 yards. John says Herbert versus Purdy. I forget. I think we
Herbert
had this
versus
already.
Purdy.
I can't remember. I think I'm Herbert.
I think I'm Herbert too. I think we had this earlier, but it is close, man.
All these quarterbacks in there's like you got like
Yeah.
Kyler, Purdy, Herbert, Dobbs, Howell, and
This is
Goff.
the
They're all
best
like,
week for quarterbacks in a long time.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
complaining. There's actually some decent totals this week.
Yeah.
Big Earn says
Purdy. Here's why Purdy. Because I think Tampa has a better chance of making it a high scoring game. Most
That's
likely.
for sure. Well, although the Chargers always turn into a high scoring game, no matter who they're
Yeah,
playing.
that's true. Oh, and it is in San Fran too. Damn, that's a tough one. That is another, like, some of these questions are literal coin flips for me.
Yeah, that quarterback, that mid-tier quarterback range, they're all like lumped together there. Big Earn says needs 2 out of these. Half-point PPR. Javonte Williams, Rashad White, James Cook, and Achane. Achane and Rashad White for me in that one.
Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. Javante's spot is nice this tonight though.
Can we get a rushing touchdown for the Broncos?
I
Will it
wouldn't be-
happen?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Javonte, did well. I mean, Minnesota's been good against the run, but it's not a brick wall.
Yeah.
No. He's
Yeah.
their guy now too. They're
Yeah.
feeding him. Justin says, "Hi guys, 1 point PPR, Lockett or Ridley."
I got to go Ridley with Lockett's hamstring
That's
injury.
what I'm like,
I
are
get
we
that
at
Lockett's
risk
been
of
way better, but yeah.
That's a little bit worried about Lockett here. That we're going down to a game time decision. They're close enough. I'll go Ridley there.
Yeah.
McBride versus Laporta. I can't believe I'm going McBride over Laporta.
I can, Tom. I can.
can't
Trey
believe it.
McBride, baby.
Man, Laporta's been so damn good, but
There are 2
pitching
tight
him.
ends you're playing ahead of one Trey McBride today, and that's Travis Kelce and TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah,
So-
because Houston also has been like real bad all year against tight ends.
We're playing McBride. Max says, "Good morning. Must win week. Trade away JT That's a trade question. We don't do trade questions.
By the way, I looked just to make sure. I don't know. I think we've all liked Trey McBride. I really liked him a lot. I've been talking him up on the radio for 2 years. We did rank him comfortably over his ADP. Overall, he wasn't a top 20, 200 pick. We had him inside the top 200. His ADP was 215. We had him inside ADP tight end 35. We had him at tight end 28, and even that was a little low. So we were ahead on him. So just making sure.
The breakout is real here. Eric Young says PPR, Derrick Henry, James Cook, Hollywood Brown. He needs to bench one. Ugh, I guess
I'd bench
James
Cook. Yeah, I'd bench Cook.
James Cook.
Henry's upside is still strong.
Massive. Yeah. But
Boy,
it's literally all or nothing with him anyway.
he is really hard to figure today, though. I mean, I can conjure up images of both sides of the equation.
I'm with you on that too. I mean, the Jag.
Yeah.
I just don't. Here's what I see, though. I definitely don't see the Jags rolling the Titans. That's for sure.
Yeah, that is true.
They'll run them. So
yeah, we know what James Cook's going to do.
Yep.
It's going to be 70 yards combined with no touchdowns and like 1 or 2 catches. So
how about that fumble where it bounced back up to him as he was running?
Oh, that was awesome. That was great.
I was like, oh my God, Sean McDermott isn't going to play him for like a month. That fumble. Oh my God.
That's like literally a play you see watching the NFL like every 20 years that happens.
That's those oblong balls. They do a lot of different things. Chris says, need a bit of upside here. Started Burrow. Oh, sorry, buddy. Rashad or B-Rob in a
B-Rob all day.
We're going B-Rob.
B-Rob.
Yeah. We did bang Burrow. I mean, we had him pretty low this week, for what it's worth, which is very little, but
how much you can do.
Nope. Jeremy says full point PPR, need one. Christian Watson, Deontay Johnson, or Gabe Davis. I'm going Deontay on this one, but
I would go Watson.
You going Watson for the up, just shooting for the moon? It's got to happen one of these weeks.
I don't mind that at all. I mean, Kenny Pickett could complete 12 passes today.
All right, so we're
going.
You'll
see Michael.
We're
Davis.
saying our prayers with Christian Watson. It's gonna happen one of these weeks.
I liked him last week. How many freaking balls did he have thrown to him in the end zone?
He can't catch balls.
I know. It's like a volume running back. At least you lean on the volume, I guess.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he looks like a broken confidence kind of player right now.
Yeah.
The word I got from someone, I can't even remember, is that because I interviewed him and he was very humble and quiet, and then I saw him in interviews like that year. I'm like, oh wow, he's feeling it. I guess the word I got was like he's kind of like thought he arrived a little bit too early.
Not yet. And they kind of treated him like it too, so maybe that went to his head a little bit.
Apparently his family is a little kind of obnoxious, like and bragging on him or something. Yeah. He needs a reset here.
Yeah, this whole offense kind of needs a reset too.
Yep.
Anthony says half point PPR. Who do I start out of? Darrell Henderson, Chandler, Spears, or Foreman? All right, Graham, are you doing it Henderson or Madison? I'm going Madison just because of the matchup, but you hate Madison. Are you playing Madison over Henderson here?
Well, I mean.
The thing about Madison is they don't really throw. They trust him in pass, but they don't really throw much checkdowns to Chandler.
I would play Henderson, honestly. I would. I think he projects better, and Royce Freeman's just a guy.
I know, but
Royce has actually been running better than him too, though. Henderson's been awful the last couple of weeks.
I would go Madison. I'm going Madison.
Okay. All right. You guys convinced me. Fine.
Denver gives up over 6 catches a game.
You just play the matchup. You have to play the matchup.
That's fine. Yep.
Yeah. And Denver, by the way, Denver is giving up 5 yards of carry. Like lately, they're getting run on.
Well, that means Madison will get 2.5. You just split whatever matchup.
Average is going to go up by
just split it in half. Yeah.
I did not draft Madison once.
No,
not once.
God no.
Steve Me says Fields versus Dobbs.
You know what? I raised this question to Jake. I think on Tuesday. Like, who would you rather have rest of season, Fields or Dobbs? And I think it's legit close. Fields has the higher upside, but
I'd definitely
Dobbs this week.
Today, though.
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, Denver's D is nasty.
I wouldn't call it nasty.
I mean, they've been really stingy right now. Like they're doing a really good job.
Yeah, Fields is just so boomer bust today. I think I got to see it for a week to put Fields in a lineup over Dobbs. Like if it's like Fields versus Trevor Lawrence, then Fields all day. But yeah,
I mean, it is amazing that we're saying what we're saying about Dobbs, considering he just got there.
I just think he's been good, man. He's
no,
he's just good.
You
He
kidding me?
runs. Yeah, 40,
Absolutely, he's been
40 or more
brilliant.
yards rushing and like all of his starts basically.
They are only giving up 4 touchdown passes total last 4 games.
What do you think, Tom? Dobbs or Fields?
Yeah, I'm probably going Dobbs. I mean, Fields hasn't played for I don't know. I think they're gonna try to pound the rock, and I don't know.
Go Fields. I'm the only one who's very decisive.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hey, John loves Fields. Go with the decisive one. Let's go. Let's go to the next question here. We got another super question.
Super chat, baby. Thanks, Josh.
A super chat. Josh Rosen says Lockett at 4 p.m. Eastern. Sounds as if pregame workout will determine him. I feel good about going with Dotson at 1 p.m. over the risk. Thoughts? I think Lockett is definitely going to play. I would
be stunned if Lockett didn't play.
Yeah.
And since your only option is Dotson.
Dotson is so hit or miss. I think I got to go Lockett.
I would wait on Lockett too. And here's your call: if you have a spot like Lockett's inactive, you can pick up Jake Bobo in that game.
Bobo,
seriously,
the clown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Lockett there.
Yeah.
Dotson's just been way too inconsistent.
I mean,
Where are we jumping
like
back
Dotson,
in here, Tom?
But it's like trying to hit the lottery almost because they have so many receivers and dudes they throw to.
Yeah, I know. Byron Pringle's getting involved.
You got to get Byron Pringle.
Miami. We got the entire. That's the Chiefs.
Jamison Crowder. I watched a little bit of that Arnold Schwarzenegger doc. Do you guys see that yet? It's pretty good.
No. Is that Netflix? I did not.
It's all right. It's all right. And the whole time I'm watching, I just keep thinking to myself, Gary Barnage and Jamison Crowder.
Gary Barnage. Afro Blue Sky Doug. Half point PPR. Dobbs versus George Pickens. Romeo Dobbs versus George Pickens.
I'm going Dobbs.
I guess Dobbs.
Yeah.
I mean, George did well last year.
Yeah. Well, that was all blown coverage in that first game. That was that 70-yard touch, 65, whatever.
Right. Which, by the way, I lost in the ACI on that freaking play.
That game was ridiculous. 15. That was the stupidest game of the season. That Monday night game. That was the Chubb game. Got hurt. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game. Indira says Hendo versus Ridley.
Give me Ridley, especially with Zay in there.
Yeah, let's go Ridley on that one.
Could you imagine though watching Monday Night Football? You're like, oh, I'm up 13. 2 minutes ago, I'm up 13. I lost. Goodbye. Good night.
Yep.
Kicking the nuts. Chunky says PPR pick 2 out of Cup. Puka, I'm gonna guess Puka, and Tank Dell first place battle.
Dell.
You're
picking 2.
I'm picking Cup and Dell.
Cup and Puka to me, but if you don't want to play 2 Rams, absolutely Dell.
Yeah. I'll go Cup and Dell on that one.
This will be a big litmus test game for Cup. Like, where are we with Cooper Cup right now?
Yeah, this is kind of a big game for the Rams season too.
Yeah, don't you think, John? They're gonna play. They're just gonna feed Cup out of the bye. Stafford's back. It's his boy.
I hope. Yeah. I mean, we're a little thrown off with
Brett Rippon. It was a rough 2 weeks there before the bye.
So Cup had 2 bad games with Stafford and 1 with Rippon. Is that what it?
It was 1.5 because Stafford left early in that.
Right.
What was that Saints game or whatever it was? He had picked up the thumb injury and then missed the next week against the Packers. So it was like 6 quarters with both there and the bad 3-game stretch there. Chicago D says CJ Stroud versus Purdy. Sorry if it's a repeat. Didn't see it in the queue. I don't think we've had this combination. I'm playing Stroud.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. We haven't. I'd play Stroud too.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Stroud. Stick with Stroud.
A little bit more cheat code.
Yep. Little more. Michael says, good morning. Starting Montgomery and White at running back, Diggs, Wilson, McLaurin at wide receiver. Who to flex? Breece Hall, DeAndre Swift, or Devontae Adams? Brees versus how we
I
feeling
think
about
I'm just
Swift?
going Swift.
Yeah, I think Swift.
You know, it's not the greatest matchup, but he can
Yep.
catch the ball.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm going Swift too.
Let's go Swift. Swap squad. PPR flex. Henderson or Schultz. Thanks, and let's be gorific. Henderson versus Schultz. I think I gotta go Schultz.
D Hendo is not very graphic, but
Roll
maybe
out that 12 personnel there, swap squad.
Yeah, let's go the 12 personnel. We're going with the 12. We're running Schultz out there. Barb says, based on matchup, Hurts versus Stroud. Thanks. Love the content. Barb, I gotta always play Hurts. He's gonna get if they get inside that 2-yard line, it's a rushing touchdown, automatic. I know the matchup's a little tougher, but I'm playing Hurts every week.
and the knee's a little bit better off this week too,
Should
guys.
be, hopefully.
You know,
Hopefully.
yeah, no, he like I guess shed the brace and practice, and that's the word coming out of the bye that he's in a lot better shape here with the knee.
Nice.
You know, he was brilliant in that Super Bowl.
Yes, that was one of the best halves of football I've ever
And that's
seen.
one of the reasons why I like Skinny B. Like he's dealing right now, and they play man, right? Play a lot of man.
Yeah, let's go. It's about time here for Skinny B to emerge here in this. Dallas Goedert's out of the picture as well.
Mhm.
Jason says Puka versus Hollywood. Now this is when I gotta go Puka.
Yeah,
Yep. Puka for sure. Yeah.
Well, Skinny B, he did produce in his last game, right? Because remember I said Skinny B, and Graham started laughing. That was the week. That was 2 weeks ago.
Washington?
He did. Yeah, he scored, right? Yeah,
Yes.
he was all right.
No, it wasn't Washington. Who did they play in their last game? He scored that end zone touchdown. Oh, that was the Cowboys
Devonta
game.
Smith?
Oh,
Yeah. That was the Cowboys.
That was
that
okay.
dime from Hurts.
Yeah, in the corner of the left end
Yeah.
zone. Yep.
So he's back.
All right, where are we going here, Tom? I see we have another super question. The super OG Bobby, drop one of these guys for a kicker. Oh no, Alexander Madison, Khalil Herbert, Tajay Spears, or Keaton Mitchell. I think we did that one already. I think we determined.
Yeah, we said
Tajay
Spears.
Spears.
Yeah, we said
There's another
Spears
one
and
here
Allen.
from Shane though. Full
Shane,
PPR. Thank you, Shane, for the little super chat question. Bench 2, Devontae Adams, AJ Brown, Jordan Addison, Tank Dell, Brees, ETN, Swift. We're benching 2 out of that crew.
I mean, Brees is Brees.
I think it's Addison and
Devontae?
I think it's Addison and Devontae.
I can't believe we're at Devontae sitting. Oh,
Yeah.
but I think
I-
Devontae's
yeah.
like the one for sure out of that
But
group.
yeah, definitely Devontae.
Um,
I'll sign off on that.
yeah.
I would probably say Devontae and Swift, or sorry, and Brees.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting too, Devontae and Brees. But Addison he's probably right in that question as too. Okay, where are we jumping to, Tom? Gino or Stafford from B.S. Arton? I can't read. It's in the small print. I can't. Oh, there it is.
Gino
B.
or-
Sarton. Gino versus Stafford.
That's close. Let's
me-
take a look.
Give me
I think I'd probably
Gino.
go Gino.
Yeah, give me Gino, but
He's
it
got
is
more
close.
multiple touchdown upside. He's got more multiple
he
touchdown
he hasn't run it
games.
all this year.
Stafford can't
all.
get 2 tutties though in a damn game.
They're favorites now. Oh, I think I got to go Stafford. I think the numbers are going to be pretty close. I'm going Stafford.
I'm going Gino.
Redstone, Hopkins versus Rasheed Rice, half PPR.
I mean, you got to go Hopkins here.
Yeah, no Tyson Campbell for the Jags today too. So.
Come
Yeah.
on, Will Levis. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Redstone, Lawrence versus Dobbs. Dobbs.
By the way, the Jags don't.
I need to see it from Lawrence one of these times.
The Jags don't rush the quarterback that well, so Levis should be a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, I'm definitely going Dobbs over Lawrence.
Yeah, definitely.
And honestly, I think you can just roll with Dobbs rest of season over Lawrence.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we got to
Clear
see
that
something
spot.
from Lawrence first.
Yeah.
AMF, sit one, PPR, Ford, Rashad, Brian Robinson, Hall. Who we sitting? Ford for me.
Yep,
Jerome
Ford for
Ford.
sure.
Yeah, 4.
Hector, half-point PPR, 5-point bonus for 100 rushing yards or receiving yards. Needs a flex out of Garrett Wilson, Brian Robinson, or Trey McBride. Oh, boy. I think I got to go Robinson, but
Yeah, Robinson, but man, it is close.
that's a tight one. Greg says PPR: Gabe, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Wandale, Trey Palmer. Thanks, fellas.
Oh, just need one?
Needs one.
Okay.
This is one I'll go with Watson. Just
I'm going Watson all
it's
day.
a long one.
I mean, he did get 8 targets last week. Granted, he dropped 4 of them, but still.
Yeah.
Let's see here. AMF, Devontae versus Waddle in a PPR.
I mean, I still go Waddle.
Yeah,
I might go Devontae. I think that game has a chance of being closer. It's a great coverage shell matchup for them too. Chiefs play a lot of too high. Devonta Smith's been really good against too high.
Oh, wait. No, I thought this was Devontae Adams. Hold on.
Oh, no. Oh, Devonta Smith. Sorry. I should have pronounced my A.
Devonta.
So what was it again?
Devonta Smith versus Jalen Waddle.
Oh, no. I like Skinny B.
Okay.
I'm very high on Skinny B here.
OG says, love you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you too, man.
OG. I think we got another super chat question.
We do.
Let's see. Anthony G. Is it too cute to grab the Kansas City defense and start it over the Jacksonville defense, given the KC rest of season schedule?
Absolutely not. I think that's sharp. I think it's close enough in terms of like projection. I just think it's sharp.
It's just a bad matchup this week, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of the point?
Yeah, that's against the Eagles. They're not going to turn it over necessarily. But
I mean, Jags D could score 8, Chiefs score 6, and hopefully that's not a 2-point difference for you.
Yeah. KC's defense has been good enough. They could do something here. All right, let's jump back into the regular questions. Tank Dell versus Addison from our buddy Josh Coons. I'm going Tank Dell there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nicola, Stroud versus Lawrence. Stroud.
Stroud.
That's not even a question at this point. Njoku versus Parham. Jake Peterman.
I like freaking Parham. I really do, man. He's scoring.
Parham definitely has the upside.
Well, John, did you know that Donald Parham once played in the XFL? Yeah, I'd play Njoku, but God,
if
so
if you're like, give me 7 points, go Njoku. But if you need 17,
if you need the huge upside and you're okay with like a 2,
Donald Parham scoring this week. I want to get that on record. So he is scoring. That would be my prediction.
That one down. Donald Parham is scoring a touchdown tonight.
Yes, he is. Probably 2, but don't. I didn't say that.
AMF Javonte versus Ken Walker. Man,
I think you probably just go Walker there. I mean,
it's the better offense, and Javonte has been strong. I think you just lean Walker, go with the better offense, but man, it is close.
Yeah, let's go Walker there. That's close.
Walker rips off these long runs. Javonte's got to earn everything he gets, man.
Walker's awesome. Ken Walker's.
We got another super question. Kevin Jackson, 5-5, needs a win. Singletary versus Jerome Ford in a standard scoring. Singletary all day for me.
It's got to be Singletary.
Keep rolling it, baby.
You start Ford, and they drive down the field, and it's 1st and goal at the 1. You're like, yes, and then it's freaking Kareem Hunt.
Then it's Kareem Hunt.
Hunt's going to come out there and plod into the end zone. You're going to get, God dang it. Let's jump back into the normal questions. Montgomery versus Connor. Montgomery for me.
Montgomery, they're so similar plays, 14, 15 carries. You're hoping for a touchdown. Montgomery.
Montgomery. I think he has the best.
I can't believe how good Dave looks this year. It's ridiculous.
He's great. I mean, you put him behind a good offensive line, and he's awesome.
I tweeted very early in the year that he's never looked this good, and I got 300 comments like, "You're a moron. You don't know what you're talking about." Well, the sample size has been expanded out. He's definitely never looked this good for sure.
That backfield is rolling. Play them both. They're RB1s. Per Mar says full PPR needs 3. Henderson, Khalil Herbert, Deontay Johnson, and Christian Watson. So who are we sitting out of that group? I think Khalil Herbert for me.
Yeah.
Either him or Deontay,
Yeah, to me, you're sit Herbert and just maybe
Foreman.
Foreman just gets rolling.
Brian says Herbert or Kyler. I think we had that one. I think we were split. I think I was Herbert. Graham, were you Kyler? I believe you.
I was on
Kyler.
Herbert on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
Jake
have
Peter-
I do love Kyler though, obviously.
We have them neck and neck. I mean, that's a coin flip.
All right. Abel says PPR in Jersey. Achan versus Connor. Achan for me here.
Yep. HM.
It's a little risky though, don't you think? Like, what if he didn't rip off a run and Connor gets 17
John,
carries?
I think he's full go. I think
Well,
he's
All right.
Jeff Wilson's inactive.
22-point fantasy performances don't grow.
Oh, I didn't see that Jeff Wilson was. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. All right.
We got another Coyote Ugly. We got another super chat question. PPR.
Hey.
Man, these are flying in here this week. Holy man. PPR in America. Flex, Jordan Addison or James Cook? I'm playing Addison in the flex.
Yep.
If I'm shooting for upside.
Yeah, if you're playing, it's PPR too. 4 or 5 grabs from Addison.
Yep.
So
I mean,
And
he
then he has a
certainly gets a
quarterback.
lot more red zone love than the
Yes.
damn running back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he scores a lot. And we got a quarterback question as well. Sam Howell or Kyler Murray?
yeah, and this is one where I've said Kyler over Howell. You're playing Kyler for that game, potentially scoring 55, 60 points.
Yeah, that Giants Washington game, that could be like a 20 to
Brutal.
10 game or something.
Yeah, Howell may actually. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen it, but he may actually have consecutive handoffs in this game.
You're right. Yeah. I don't know if his body can move that way, John, but we'll see.
Indira says Conklin versus Logan Thomas.
Ooh.
Oh, I like Conklin.
I think it's close enough you could play Conklin too. They spread the ball out so much, like we've been saying with Washington. So yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson's a little banged up.
Okay, we'll go Conklin in that one. Kevin says, who do I sit? Ayuk, DK, Puka, or Kirk? I think Kirk for me. That hurts. I don't want to sit any of those guys.
Yeah, I could play. I can't play Ayuk over Kirk. He's been so good. Titans give up so much production.
So you're going Kirk?
Sitting
Nakua.
Kirk. Yeah, I'm
I'm
playing Ayuk, DK, and Nakua.
Yeah, I'm sitting Ayuk.
Oh wow, wow. Yeah, I'd probably sit Puka, but I don't feel great about it.
No.
Oh, there you go. You have 3 different answers. Kevin.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Chris says Lawrence or Purdy. Purdy for sure. Let's go to another one. Jay Peterman again, flex. Henderson or Garrett Wilson with his elbow injury. I'll go Garrett with the elbow injury.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
David says Logan Thomas or Komet. This is one I got to go Komet.
Yep. Give me Komet with Fields back.
Yeah, both guys have been productive more often than not. That's for sure. But Komet, hey, he's got upside. He really does.
Yeah, Detroit's been, pretty good to tight ends as well. Neil, I haven't gotten this right all year. Well, it's week 11. We need to do it one of these weeks. Needs 2 and a flex. B-Rob, Monty, Javonte, and Josh Jacobs.
Oh, I can see why.
I'd probably sit Javonte.
I'm sitting Javonte as well.
Yeah, same.
Kevin, standard scoring. Singletary versus Ford. Singletary. Indira. Indira has a Christian Watson versus Deontay in a PPR.
Indira.
It's a PPR. I'll go.
I'm going Watson. Indira.
Yeah, I gotta go.
He has not endeared himself well to us, Indira, but we are going Watson.
Okay. Conklin versus Freiermuth from David. This is a Conklin. I gotta see something out of Freiermuth first.
Freaking Patty F, man. He's like the best player in the league who won't get targeted.
I know. Pickett can't throw over the middle field. It's freaking frustrating. Where are we?
Another super chat.
Another super chat.
Whoa.
From Kane. 1 point PPR flex. Ridley, Rice, or Ford? I'm going Ridley there.
Yeah, give me Ridley.
Man, that is
and then he's also got Ridley versus Cook. That's close.
I'm going Ridley there too.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're going Ridley on one of the let's ride with Ridley in both of them.
Fine.
But he is playing Kirk though. Do you want to double dip with Kirk?
I'm fine with it.
And Ridley. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, let's go Ridley there. All right, let's a couple more questions. We're gonna shut things down here. Get ready for the 1 o'clock games. John says non-PPR needs 1 out of Swift, Pollard, or Ken Walker. John said it. It's the
Pollard.
Pollard week. It's gonna happen one of these weeks.
He is scoring this week, or else you don't want to know. How about that? Okay, you don't want to know what's going to happen if he doesn't score. It's ugly.
Yeah, let's go Pollard there. In D route, Dobbs versus Tua. I gotta go Tua.
Tua, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
Tua. Yep.
Parham, Conklin, or Thomas.
Give me Conklin, especially PPR 5-6 balls.
Yeah, I
that's
like
a PPR.
Conklin.
That's a PPR question. Any more questions here? Let's see. Aaron says, "Thanks for the last answer." PPR, Montgomery versus Addison. I'm Montgomery. I gotta play Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery. Yeah. We have a few more here.
James has one. His question got skipped, so we'll answer his. James Cook versus Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, sorry, James.
Man.
I'd play Rice. I
Yeah,
think
Rice.
that's where I'm leaning, especially if it's PPR.
Yes. Yeah,
I'd go Cook for a safe play, but if I felt like I need a little more upside, I'd go Rice.
Yeah.
Who's got a safer 7-8 points? Probably Cook.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
For sure. Let's see here. Aaron, Montgomery. Oh, we just answered that one. Craig. I think he misspelled his name. Sit one. Garrett Wilson, Puka, or Addison.
I'm sitting Addison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Addison
close
there.
though. Craig.
Craig.
Yeah.
Sammy Q, Monty, Schultze, or Hendo. Monty for me.
Monty, Schultze, or Hendy. Sounds like a demented lawyer's office.
Sounds like a hockey line.
I'm going Monty for sure.
Go Monty as well.
Yeah.
Let's see here. John Doyle. Well, that's nothing.
Henderson is always the other option. Needs to also be like a low end guy. You know what I mean? Like this is the last week for it too, though. I will say, right? Like last week.
Yeah, because
Kyron will be back next week.
Williams are back next week, I believe. So it feels like they've been out like 3 months. They probably because I have Williams on a couple teams. It's like get back already. Michael says sit one. Ayuk, Puka, or Waddle. I would sit Waddle.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I'm there too.
Ballast Boys, Hopkins or Amari Cooper? Hopkins for me in that one.
Hopkins.
Scott says Waddle or Tank. I'm going Tank.
Give me Tank. Yeah.
Wow.
I think we said that earlier.
Yeah.
Wow, that's ballsy.
It's close.
Child's playing great,
It
man.
is close.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah, Waddle has been a little bit more of a theoretical thing this year.
Yeah,
like in theory, Waddle.
It's been a little better recently, but the targets just aren't there.
And they could not be there today again. I mean, Dolphins could
they're
roll
up
them.
multiple touchdowns in the first half. Like, James Rice, standard scoring. Brees or Rashad? Standard scoring. Brees has been pretty good through the year too, though. I'm going Rashad. Stick with Rashad.
Man, I just don't know if he scores.
Yeah,
I don't know if either team score. I mean, Jets literally can't score either. So Brees is always, he can break one.
Yeah, I mean, Rashad, look, he is playing well right now. I mean, like at least ripping off a run if he can't like he did last week. Yeah, let's go Rashad.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Creog is how it's pronounced.
There it is.
Creog.
Rice or Dell? We're going Dell.
Tank Dell for sure.
Benny
says PPR needs to Cook, Najee, Madison, or Ford. Ford is a sit. I think it's Najee and Madison.
Yeah, Najee.
I'm playing Cook over Madison though.
Go for it. I knew you would.
I would too, actually.
John says, "Do I sit Hall over Robinson? Play Laporta."
Yeah, you're playing Robinson.
We're playing Brian Robinson for sure
all day.
Are we
Sleep
playing?
like a baby.
Is it okay? So I think his question is Brees Hall versus Laporta in the flex.
I'd probably go Laporta.
Yeah, I'd probably go Brees in that one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I get back. Bianca says Love or Trevor Lawrence. Oh, I gotta
give me Love.
Jordan Love.
Yeah, give me Love. He's running, great spot. Chargers give up a ton of points.
Man, Trevor.
I mean, no consideration for Trev with Zay Jones in.
It does
I
help
guess
a
it's
little
the
bit.
definition of insanity at this point.
It does help a little. No, it helps a little, but not.
He's The end
His-
zone guy. Yep.
They were talking about putting him on IR like 2 weeks ago. I mean, his knee might not be right, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see what he got.
You think
All
Doug Peterson stinks, Graham?
No,
Right.
they need to
I think
take. They need to
Press
take
stinks.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, he needs to take play calling duties back over because
It's his boy. He won't do it. He needs to do it. Bianco has another one. Najee versus Sutton.
So more cronyism killing us. I see.
I think so.
I'd go Najee on that one.
I go Najee. Nah. Yeah.
Najee.
I go Najee.
Yeah. They're gonna run the hell out of the ball.
We get volume.
Handsome Yeti. Hey fellas, Mostert versus Walker. I'd go Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. Yeah.
Kenny Nessel says Mostert or Rashad. Half point PPR. I go Mostert.
Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. All right, last
Pete.
one here.
Yeah, wait, let's finish up here. Pete says Thielen versus Waddle. This is one I'd go Waddle.
Yep, I'm going Waddle here too, but it is kind of close.
Was that PPR?
We don't have
He
it.
didn't
It's
say.
not specified. So
Dealing in
All right, well-
PPR.
all right, let's wrap it up here. We went a little extra. Thanks for the super chat questions. Thanks for hopping in. Good luck today. We'll be back over the holiday here. Week 12 will be upon us next Sunday. Everybody have a great holiday. And we'll be back here next week at 11 a.m. sharp. So thanks, John. Thanks, Graham. And thanks, Tommy Tommy T. Is that what you call him, John? Tommy T. behind the
T-Bone.
glass.
Yeah.
Tommy T-Bone. Thanks, Tom. We'll see everybody again next week at 11 a.m.